Welcome to Tween and Teen Cooking. This is Miss Ann. Today's Tween and Teen Cooking to go is 3-ingredient sugar cookies. You will need 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 stick plus 2 tablespoons of softened unsalted butter, a medium-sized bowl, mixing spoon, oven, parchment paper, baking tray, hot pads or oven mitts, a knife, optional toppings, raspberry jam, coconut, sprinkles, chocolate chips, and melted chocolate, and a cooling rack. So the first thing you're going to do is make sure that you wash your hands. Second thing is you're going to preheat your oven to 325 degrees. We are going to add our softened butter. So this is a whole stick. I left it out overnight so it would be really soft. So it's 1 stick, so that's 8 tablespoons plus an additional 2 tablespoons. And you need a spoon, real stiff, that's why I'm using the wooden spoon. And you are going to mash up your butter. So see how easily you can mash it so it'll be workable. Just like that. So to our softened butter here, add 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar. You want to mix it up really well. You can also use a hand mixer or a stand mixer like a KitchenAid. Make sure you mix it up. And the reason why I took my butter out the night before, because it's so much more workable. Because if you use butter that you've only had out for an hour, it's still hard in the middle. That's what it looks like. I have a butter sugar ball right now. So you want to go ahead and add your flour to the mixture, the 1 cup. So you might be thinking, Miss Ann, you don't add an egg or vanilla or even brown sugar like you do for chocolate chip cookies. No, you don't. And okay, with clean hands, with a knife, be careful with the sharp knife. I'm going to cut about 10 sections here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're about a 1/2 inch, I would say. So, okay, you're going to take one of your little sections, roll it in a ball. Looks like that. Dip it in the sprinkles. So it looks like that. Put it on your lined baking sheet with parchment paper. We're going to make another ball. Do not flatten them out. So my oven is smaller. It's like a toaster oven. So you could probably do rows of 3. I'm doing rows of 2 because they're going to spread out. And you need to have a couple inches between them. Okay, roll in another ball. Dip it in the chocolate chips. I'm actually going to add a few in the spots here that don't look like they have any. Another dough ball. Do the same thing with the chocolate chips. Roll them around. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I am going to add a few more because this girl loves chocolate. Actually, I'm going to stagger these a little bit so I can have a couple with a coconut raspberry. And I want to move these away from my heat source. There we go. Roll another ball. Coconut here. Go ahead and dip it in the coconut. Like that. I'm going to stagger these again. One more dough ball. So now what you want to do with the coconut, take your thumb and make a thumbprint. And I know I told you the ones with the sprinkles and the chocolate chips, don't press them down, is because the butter is going to flatten them out anyways. So you want to be cautious. So in the thumbprint, add a little bit of raspberry preserves. Oh my, this is going to be so delicious. Okay, here's my cookie dough ready to go in the oven. Looks delicious. Be careful, your oven is hot. You probably should have mitts or pot holders here. I am going to trim my paper down because I don't want it touching the sides of my oven. I am doing this all at the library, and I do not want to have the smoke alarm to go off. Which, this is parchment paper. It should be okay, but I don't trust it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slide them in the oven. 12 to 15 minutes. They should be lightly browned. Okay, we're going to let them get happy. With oven mitts on, take your cookie sheet out of the oven. I just took mine out. You can see the raspberry jam. It's still bubbling a little bit. They're nicely brown. They look really good. You're going to let them sit for a few minutes on the cookie tray, on your parchment paper. Let them cool off for a few minutes before you transfer them to a baking rack. And you're going to need a handy dandy spatula to do that. So we are going to let them cool off. Here is our finished product. They are golden brown. They're really crispy. They look delicious. So I want to try the coconut red raspberry one. Let's break it and see what it looks like. They're very delicate, very crispy. Look at that. It looks delicious. So they are very flaky. Look at that. Very crispy and very double delicious. I give it a double thumbs up. And the butter makes them really crispy. That's why you shouldn't press them down. But the thumbprint, you got to press down a little bit. So thank you for watching this video. You will find the link at the end of the video, so you could watch the YouTube video if you would like. Next week's recipe is taco spaghetti. Yum, yum.